All right, welcome to
Do Touch Football Podcast.
back again with another one.
Yeah, another one. How's your week been so far?
Week's been calm, man. It's been calm, and obviously we've been working on this, so it's been exciting. Do you know what I mean? And just seeing the feedback from people, which is appreciated.
Yeah, appreciate it all the time. Thank you for those who's obviously tuned in. First episode. We're still trying to find our groove, but yeah, for those who commented, left feedback for us, appreciate it. Thank you.
Yeah.
But yeah, 1 week. Well, Premier League basically starts this weekend.
Yes, starts this weekend. Okay, you know what? Before you get into it, if you just clicked on the video, please do like, comment, and subscribe. And also feel free to disagree with our opinions on that whenever we chop it.
We're educating you, and we want to be educated as well. So
yeah, some say each one teach one. But now let's get into it. Actually, yesterday, did you play football or were you coaching?
Yeah, we played football yesterday. We played a five-a-side game yesterday. So in terms of how the team played, we won 4-2.
Oh, nice.
But in terms of my own performance, I'm my own worst critics when it comes to football. Sometimes you have to think to yourself, do I just leave it to the kids? But I still got that burning desire. I just need to get sharp. But it was alright. But chopped it up, and today just gym and that's it, man.
Oh, okay, nice. But now,
about yourself? What have you been doing?
Work. Like I said, in this. But let's get into the football, man. I'm excited to chop it up with that. All right, so actually, quick one. Before we get into what's going on in the future, let's chop it up at the weekend just gone.
Weekend, yeah.
Yeah.
I've got a few. You go first, it's your team.
No. I want to hear your perspective, because last week we talked about our new signings.
Right, okay.
And what you thought of them. And then, so what did you think of Wirtz, Ekitike?
I'll start with Ekitike. I'll leave the best till last, because I've got some points I need to make that you Liverpool fans might not agree with, but it has to be said. But anyway, in terms of Hugo, honestly, he shocked me.
Really?
It shocks me. Obviously, on the last episode, I wasn't quite sure. Obviously, coming from Frankfurt, didn't know how he's going to cope with the physicality. Let's be honest, he's a bit lean and slight.
Yeah, he's a bit lanky like Crouch.
Yeah, so I didn't really know how he was going to cope, but bro, the eye test, he's passed the eye test. Yeah. I'll give you that. So some of the touches I was seeing and just the way he took his goal. If anyone who knows how to play football, the first touch, immaculate. The way he just took it in his stride and just, angled it in from where he was with his right foot. Beautiful. And then it's just his overall play. I feel like a lot of people who come from another league take time to adjust, but he just slotted in, man.
Hey, shout out Slot. But that's what I was saying to you in comparison to Nunes. Is we just need maybe an extra 10, 20, 15, do you know what I mean? Just not too much from what Nunes has. Right. And it seems like Ekitike has majority of it, if not all of it.
His hold-up play, his touch, his awareness, bringing people into play, dropping shot, going long. It was there. I seen the light. So I do want to apologise to you, because you was telling me, obviously last week, you told me Ekitike is a real deal, and I think
not real deal yet. That's a potential. The potential is
your
there.
man.
I know. No. I don't want to put too much pressure on him. I'm saying he's the real deal. He's not, you know what people do. He's the new ABC. Let him land, and then let's see how he goes. And because funny enough, Nunes, when we bought him. Not that I'm trying to jinx the kid.
I've seen it on Twitter.
Nunes in the Charity Shield. I think he scored 2 goals against City or something like that. Well, he scored against City, and it was looking good until it didn't.
We'll see. He's gone now, but I don't really want to touch on him a lot. But Ekitike, he looks like he's got something about him. So props to him, and I hope he does well. Because that hybrid in number 9s, he just looks stylish with the ball, and that's my type of player.
He look comfortable.
But your second signing, I'll leave him till last. Jeremy Frimpong. Obviously the goal. Let's be honest, it was a cross.
If you look at it, he chipped him. I'm joking.
Let's be honest, he was a cross, not a shot, but a goal's a goal, and obviously the timing that it went in as well.
That was
cool, man.
It was almost like
it was almost like I seen a comment someone put it almost like Jota headed it in. So good player. We've lost him, unfortunately, RIP. But in terms of Frimpong, his overall performance, this might sound a little bit controversial, but when he comes up against better wingers, not just in the Prem, but in Europe as well, you'll see that he's a winger more than a defender.
Disagree with that, yeah.
A lot of people said a lot of things about Trent not defending. I'm not saying that Frimpong can't defend, don't get me wrong, but he's not a Reece James. He can do both sides. I'm not saying he can't defend. He can defend, but there's going to be situations.
Fully repping Chelsea today. But
there's going to be situations where it's going to be a bit difficult.
Can you pass me the receiver? Sorry, just I'm being unprofessional per se, but it's our thing, so it's all right.
Yeah. So there's going to be how can I put it? There's going to be times where he's going to be a little bit found out. So. But overall, I like Jeremy. I actually was saying last year that United should be looking for him specifically.
You do play three at the back.
Yeah, for that right wing back, he would have been perfect for it. But just in a flat back four with the way Liverpool play, he's got a lot more defensive duties to take care of playing in a flat back four. But overall, I was happy with his performance. But Wirtz. Honestly, if we talk about last episode, I don't think he's all that. I'm sorry, Liverpool fans. He might prove me wrong, but based on what I've seen, he's nothing special. He's not 120. How much you pay for him?
115.
115.
Yeah.
I don't even think he's 80.
Interesting.
Yeah, I don't think he's 80 because I'm going to compare it again. If Lyon weren't having the issues that they were having in terms of financial, and you put Shirky, let's say Shirky paid for Leverkusen.
Yeah.
Okay, Shirky would have went for like 70 mil. I think them two should be around about the same ballpark figure in terms of how much they actually are worth. But for me, Wirtz.
So wait. Are you saying Shirky is underpriced or Wirtz is overpriced, and they need to meet somewhere in the middle? That's actually the value.
Yeah.
So about 60, 65?
70.
Okay.
70, 75 mil for both of them.
Okay.
So, like I said to you last episode, we will see.
Yeah.
Why I think Shirky is better.
Yeah.
But as an individual, in terms of Wirtz, for me,
what was missing for you?
It's not that it's missing, but he's not done anything for me that I'm just like, wow, I'm blown out of the water.
Oh, it didn't wow you like Ekitike did?
Ekitike wowed me because I wasn't expecting it, but the way people have been hyping Wirtz up, like... You
expected a little bit more?
I was expecting a little bit more. Okay. Let's compare him to like Eze, for example. Let's say they play similar number 10 positions. Yeah. So Eze, when he gets the ball, he's driving. Wirtz is just... Cute touches, find space. Fair enough, it looks good. But when you come up against teams who are low block and you have to break them down,
I feel like he's the secret to that. But yeah, go on.
I don't know. When you go to Newcastle at 12 p.m.
Okay, well,
on
like
Saturday,
they mend them and they are like, and you know what I mean.
You've got Joe Linton, you've got Sandro Tonali and Guimaraes in that midfield.
Yeah.
At 12 o'clock at Newcastle, I don't know if you can cut it.
It might be a long day.
It might be a long day. So it might even affect the guy on the right, Salah. Because, don't know about you, but for me, during that match, even the way he took his penalty, I feel like he missed it. He did it on purpose.
Is this what... No, I was talking to my boy. I'm never comfortable when Salah takes a penalty. Oh, because I feel like, personally, like he just hits it hard.
Yeah.
But here's the thing. Salah's penalties have... Okay, there's a pattern based on me watching him. Because when Salah's on form, he will... Like, if he's... Like, let me say he scores like 5 goals building up to the penalty, he's going to place it. But if Salah is going to wow without a goal, he's going to smash it.
Yeah.
I was not confident when he went up for it. Not one bit. And I wasn't surprised that he didn't score.
It's one of the things, like, for me, when he went up for it, I could just see... I just didn't feel I could just see it in his face. I don't know if there's something going on behind the scenes, but for me, looking at it as a football fan, it seemed like he didn't even like want to take that penalty. He just hit it. Like,
that's how he takes penalties to me.
Controversial opinion, but I think he missed it on purpose. Don't get me wrong. Everyone's gonna be like, "Why would he?"
Yeah,
do that?
but no, that's gonna insinuate cheating. But here's the thing. Okay, you know what? Let me just waffle on in terms of my take on the game and on the players. Actually, no, we didn't speak on Kerkers. You didn't.
Kerkers. Watched him at Bournemouth last season. A solid signing. So if you were gonna basically replace Andy Robertson like for like, his engine, his aggressiveness, his how direct he is, perfect replacement. Yeah. So there's not much I've seen him like near enough week in week out based on his time at Bournemouth. So for me, he's already proven himself in the Prem. Yeah. But now it's just a different step now from Bournemouth to Liverpool.
Yeah, and actually
he's a good player. He's a good player. So I ain't got no bad words to say about Kerkers.
Okay. All right. Okay.
Yeah, but. Them are the signings, but you go then, I've got something else to say, a big statement that I need to make.
I feel like we're a bit of a strange team. And I feel like some of that is also being the fact that we're quite emotional. Yeah. So when things look easy to us, we take it too easy in the sense of if we know that we can score. Yeah. I feel like the way the game was played, it was like we're going to score and chill, not overexert ourselves. And that's what I got from the players.
Complacent.
Not complacent, but I guess it is being complacent when you're not putting your all, if that makes sense. Yeah. But it was like, cool, no. And also mentality, I feel like we just had this thing like, we know we can beat them. Right. But we haven't beat them yet. But it's like we know. So there's that element. And then also I feel like in the back of our minds, it's like, it's going to be a long season. Yeah. When I was looking at how we were playing majority of the players, especially in the second half. In the second half, it was a bit of a mess. Yeah. I mean, we changed the whole system and everything else. We didn't need to do that. And I feel like that's when we actually lost control of the game because that's when we started moving further back. But that's just the game. And I feel like we lost control of it, thinking that, you know what, by playing a lot more of our players in the middle, it's going to help because that's where Palace were going through the middle. Yeah. But then we thought, no, congest the middle. Yeah. But then it took away our breaks or our sort of patterns of play because now you've got Salah and Gakpo not on the wing. So now we've just made the pitch very small when they have wing backs.
And that might be your undoing, you know. If I'm every team playing against Liverpool this season, I'm playing 3 at the back. Salah doesn't come back.
No, here's the thing. Historically, we don't beat many teams that play 3 at the back. We don't like even when Klopp was here, we struggled against teams that play 3 at the back because I guess it's good defending and the structure is better and blah blah blah. We just can't break it down.
That's what I'm saying about thingy. What's his name again? Frimpong.
All right, Frimpong.
Salah doesn't come back. Okay, if you look at that right wing, Salah does not track back as much as he should. Last year, I think he started doing it a little bit.
Yeah, he was doing it, but he wasn't really our sort of defensive structure.
Yeah, that's how I feel like Trent was getting exposed a little bit, getting doubled up on sometimes on that wing. Yeah. But with Jeremy, you've got a very attacking right back, or like right wing back, if you want to call it. So if he's going up, teams are going to start recognising that now, especially if you got wing backs. Yeah. Yeah. What attacking midfielder will drop into that space. And then he kept doing it. What was on the other side? Sorry, this time round they kept doing it on the other side. With Kerkers attacking, Kobbie attacking. So you're vacating that space, and their right wing back, I think, is I don't know his name.
Mitchell or Munoz.
Munoz, kept bombing.
I like him.
And Eze, when he got the ball on a half turn, if he's seen it, he kept trying to hit him switch on the right. Yeah.
But see, like, this is what I was going to say on that. Like, well, depending how long I'm going to speak for, but we can speak for ages. But one thing I was going to say is, first of all, like, I know the game, cool. I'm not mad at the game. I got a chance to actually see the new players and how they're gelling with the squad. Right. However, based on the starting lineup was very attacking minded. Only one, like, in my opinion, only one player. No, actually, 2 players actually enjoy defending. Like, those are 2 things. Yeah. Being a defender and actually being a defender who enjoys defending. For me, the players that actually enjoy defending was Konate and Kerkers. Van Dijk, he does it because he has to, and like he had an indifferent game. But in terms of the structure, so when I was looking at the midfielders, our two sitters are not sitters.
Okay.
Those are more like 8/10s than they are 8 or 6. So the structure defensively was just. I knew we're not going to defend great.
Right. So someone actually put a tweet about this player, and this morning, shout out to Adam. We clash a lot about football and his opinions, but he actually made a good point. It's Dominik Szoboszlai, which I can never say.
Szoboszlai.
Yeah.
He cannot turn. Sorry.
Is he just trying to fit? Is Arne just trying to fit him in, or does he actually need to take him out? Because for me, I feel like he's a hindrance.
No, but okay, no.
He's a workhorse. Don't get me wrong. He's a workhorse, but is that kind of hindering the need for a CDM because you're trying to fit him in?
Yes and no.
Well, if you think about it, there's no realistic CDM.
No, we don't. Like, that's what I mean. However, we've got players that can cover their position, like the McAllisters, like the Gravenberch. Like, they're a lot more comfortable. I feel like with Szoboszlai, it depends who you have alongside him.
Right.
But coming back to your point, is it trying to fit him in because we don't have a DM? It could be that, because we don't have a DM. And
again,
no one, and none of our midfielders have his athleticism or have his like none of them are built like him. So we need that figure in there. Especially like you mentioned Newcastle. In my opinion,
in the dogs in midfield.
Exactly. But you can argue that Szoboszlai is kind of the only one that can stand with them band for band, if you want to put it like that.
Okay.
If we run in, let's go.
All right. Gun to your head right now.
Yeah.
Are you taking a CDM or Isak? Belabor, Walter.
No. Wait.
What do you need more?
What do we need more? We need both.
No, one or the other. What's more important to you right now?
I think I'd take the DM.
You take the DM?
Yeah.
I think you should take the DM as well.
I would take the DM, but at the same time, it depends on the system.
Right.
Like, you know what I mean? Because I feel like having the two at the back kind of navigates the not having an actual DM.
Could that not cost you in Europe?
It could, but at the same time, I mean, like, arguably we managed to get far in Europe with what we were working with.
But
because we haven't
get far enough.
No, but then again, we got knocked out by PSG. Come on, like, PSG won't smoke.
I hear that, but you could have, if you had a CDM like in that position. Like, if we're looking back, I'm sorry to go back to last season. Looking back at that game against PSG, their midfield worked very good in terms of the three. Jean Neves, you got Vitinha, and you've got Fabian Ruiz. So that rotation that they were doing in the middle, if you've got a CDM like a Belabor or something, trying to combat that. If you've seen Chelsea, for example, when we played, I say we.
Sorry, we're going to get to that.
Chelsea, when they played PSG in the Club World Cup, they had Caicedo, and Caicedo he's just breaking up. He's there and everywhere. So if you had that, do you think the outcome would have been different?
Weirdly enough, I'm gonna say no. But what would have made this is where now I'm gonna contradict myself. If we had a finisher in that game, I feel like we needed more a finisher than a destroyer in that game. However, now go on.
No.
Yes, I feel like in that game we needed a finisher rather than a DM. Right. Structurally, we held them off because if you remember, we lost on penalties.
Right. Okay.
And away we beat them 1-0, and at home they beat us 1-0.
But did you see the away match?
Yeah.
If it wasn't for your goalkeeper, it would have been.
But then here's the thing: you can argue that at home their keeper got man of the match.
Yeah, fair enough.
Like, yes, in the stretch of the game, they ended up keeping us. I know we talked about an old game, but coming back to it, it's a weird one, especially this season, because we do need a DM to help, but at the same time, we also need forwards, because now we're left with 3 senior forwards, arguably, and Chiesa, but Chiesa doesn't
What's going on with that? Because have you gone from being the best player at the Euros when Italy won it?
I think it's injuries that ruined him.
I don't think he's been that bad. I watched him. Bear in mind it was the FA Cup anyway, but I watched him against, I think it Preston last season in the FA Cup, And for me, he still looks sharp.
Yes,
I don't think Slot racing like that.
I personally feel like it was the level of opposition. Because you can then argue, you can use that very same argument, like where was he at against was it Plymouth?
Yeah, or Plymouth, when you got knocked out.
Yes, where was he at?
But the thing is,
if it's that guy,
we all know as footballers anyway, you need rhythm. He needs like a good run of games.
And see, like once again, on that one, he didn't have a pre-season when we signed him. And he because his previous manager said, we don't need you. So there's no pre-season. So it was like come back fit, but then it's the Premier League.
Yeah, it's different ballgame. But for me, it's just a case of like, if you can get him right,
I would keep exactly.
Yeah, if you can get him right, he might be
an asset,
a secret weapon for you this season. So
he might, because like I said, we are short in the forward line because like you seen the other day. That's why we need Ekitike. I know people think, no, we don't need him. He's fine, blah blah blah. But we do need that because yes, Wirtz is counted as a forward, but really he's an attacking midfielder. He's kind of part of them lot behind the attacking line, whereby we only have 4 seniors, I guess, if you count Chiesa.
Right. Okay.
And so we need backup. Like yes, there's Rio who we took from Chelsea.
I keep thinking about Gakpo as well. I forgot Gakpo. I always forget Gakpo.
Yeah, but
I was just going to say Diaz is gone now.
Yeah, Diaz is gone. That's what so no, we've lost 3 forwards.
I don't think.
So we need to replace, and that's why remember we're going to get to the predictions. But you remember the statement I said, like, "Yo, why'd you change your mind so quick?" But those are the things.
Right. Okay.
And it was subject. Like, anyways, we're going to get to the predictions.
We'll get to the predictions.
But yeah, nonetheless, I think it was a good game of football.
It was a good game. Obviously happy for Crystal Palace.
Oh, very happy.
In terms of what the manager said at the end as well, just a quick note, he said that they need more players. We all know.
He was right. They haven't signed anyone.
Yeah, they've not signed anyone, and I think they are going to lose Eze and Gehi as well. Yeah, it's looking so like I heard you guys are looking at Gehi, so
to be continued, because I guess that's
separate.
That's a quotation marks in terms of the prediction. But actually, you know what? Shout out Law, because I went to Law, like my boy, he's a Palace fan. It was different.
I've never met a Palace fan, but fair enough, brother, fair enough. Like, he supports Palace like that?
Yeah, that's his hands.
Raw.
He's from South. Yeah.
Shout out to them, man. But
no, that's a homie. That's actually, I was going to start plugging myself, but we'll get to that at some point. But so what, should we go straight to predictions?
Prediction, man. Obviously, kicking off this Saturday.
Yeah.
I think you guys are up first.
Yeah, we're up on Friday.
So just in terms of predictions.
Let's see the games and then just so we can just run through them. Or do you have them there handy?
Yeah, it's not even, it's more the position where everyone's going to finish, to be honest.
Yeah.
In terms of prediction. I know obviously you're kicking off for Bournemouth this Saturday, so let's just get into it. I need your champion.
All right, okay. I thought you were going to do the game. Okay.
Top scorer, top assister, biggest overachiever, meaning the teams, and biggest underachiever.
Okay.
And relegation as well.
Should we? No, let's go one by one.
Yeah.
Tell
me why.
Yeah. Okay. So weirdly enough, right?
Right. I'm listening.
But here's the thing. I feel like we need to revisit this subject when the window closes. But we're gonna do this preliminary one.
Okay. I hear it.
Because of the transfers.
Yeah.
Okay. So previously, or maybe last week. Weirdly, maybe before the Palace game, I was like,
Liverpool.
The league is ours. But at the same time, I was saying it's ours because, it was ours if we get the signings we want.
Right.
In my head, it's like with Isak, with Rodrigo, because remember I told you that we need another left forward, and then a centre back. That's when I'm like, I know I'm comfortable saying it's ours. But as it stands right now, I'm giving the lead to Arsenal.
Well, say that again.
Yeah, as of right now, I'm giving the lead to Arsenal. I'll tell you why. Okay, the reason why I'm giving the lead to Arsenal is based on what they could do, given what they have the missing piece now, according to them.
You're right. Okay.
And if it clicks, because here's the thing, I was thinking about it the other day. I was like, you know what? Weirdly enough, if Gyökeres is who he is, or if he replicates, who they say he is, you can argue that maybe Arteta's trying to replicate what Pep did. Because we all know that dude is not the best in terms of technical ability. But one thing he can do is put the ball in the net. And if Gyökeres can do that, and Arsenal have technicians who can cross the ball, who can find him, and if they play to their strengths, I think they can be very dangerous. And that's why. And also, when I'm looking at it, I think they are the more stable team. That's me taking out any emotion that might happen to them that usually happens around March time or whatever. But I feel like this could be there, given the balance of the team.
I'm not even going to comment on that because people already know how I feel about Arsenal. But actually, I will comment on it. I made a comment already in terms of Arsenal. Fair prediction. I hear where you're coming from, but Arsenal, it's not even about the squad. For me, it's more about the mentality. The mentality from the manager, it goes right through to the players. It is not there for them to win it. Over a 38-game period, I don't think they will have enough. Even with Gyökeres, I don't think they will have enough to be that team come May to be champions. The reason why I say that is purely based on mentality. Have you bought? Like, I think they bought like 3 centre backs in the past 2 years or 3 years or whatever.
Yeah.
Stable.
I'm trying to give him a fresh, clean slate.
Stable defense, best defense in the Premier League, if pound for pound, if we're going that way. Okay. And then you move up to midfield. You buy Declan Rice for 100 million. Okay. Cool. You've got midfield side. Then you've got one of the best. Should we call him young Saka? One of the best young wingers in the country or in the world, let's say. And obviously that missing piece of the puzzle, you've got Gyökeres. Something has to give. And I feel like the team has come so far. They've been a bridesmaid so many times now. And they still will not get to the altar to get married, bro. I don't think they're going to win it.
Yeah, here's the thing. I feel like, Saka is a star boy, dope, blah, blah, blah. But I don't think he's got, not that he doesn't have the mentality, but he doesn't have the star boy ego.
Right.
He's a people person.
Yeah.
And
it needs to be
and it's dope and all. And if it's great for him. I'm not saying he's not their star player, but he doesn't walk around with that aura.
Right.
Now, an aura. No. An aura to me anyway. It's someone that you see on the pitch, you're like, oh shit, here we go, type of player.
Okay.
Like, I feel like most maybe players are gonna think, I can take you on.
Right.
Like, you know what I mean, with Saka, and that's not disrespect. And I mean, he shuts him up because he does his thing. I'm trying to be unbiased here. However, Gyökeres has that. He might just have it.
Yeah, he's got that.
Like, you know what I mean?
That dog in him.
So once again, Saka doesn't have the minerals to claim Arsenal's main man. Right, because he doesn't have that ego to be like, no, I'm him. Like, as in, like, this is my
this is my club. I'm going to carry on.
Like, for example, like, you can argue that Haaland has that. You can argue that, I know Virgil, they always say Virgil is aura farming.
But like, Palmer's got that as well.
Exactly. Palmer's like, yo, I don't know what you're going to do. Like, shit, here we go. He's one of those. So Gyökeres can get that, but it's up to Arteta if he's going to harness that and see him as the main man, because Saka doesn't mind assisting. To be that guy, you gotta be like, I'm not assisting, I'm scoring. I'm going for goal. Like, I see you there, you open.
But do you not think the manager's got to do with that as well? Like, the manager, I feel like he complicates things too much.
Always.
When it doesn't need to be complicated, he just does too much. Just leave it the way it is. And I think, just going back to Saka, last point with Saka, I feel his injuries, they've been a little bit worrying past couple of years. And last year they missed him for a long period of time, like 6 months, I want to say.
Yeah.
4 to 5, 6, I don't know. But they missed him for a long period of time. If Saka's not on it, and obviously a lot of people are crying about Madueke signing this, that, is Martinelli and Madueke enough to provide for Gyökeres?
All they gotta do is cross the ball. It's not that.
This is a Premier League. I know. You got players like James.
No, but here's the thing. Like, see,
them centre backs do not mess about.
Like they don't. But here's the thing.
Yeah.
You can argue that when you look at just like the player's physical frame, Gyökeres should be able to body majority of the players, or at least match them. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like they should at least think twice and not think, I'm gonna just take him out.
Right. Okay.
Like, you know what I mean? Because you can see when players play sometimes, in the past, they used to actually try to drive away from Virgil because it's like, he's just going to take this off me. Yeah. Or if he's near me, give it someone else quickly. So that's what I mean about if Arteta can harness that from Gyökeres, because also I feel like they need to simplify Gyökeres' game.
Yeah.
Now, is Arteta smart enough to facilitate that player in his team? Because there's a lot of sacrifice that will help, like that are going to be needed in terms of defensive shape, because you can't have your striker now dropping in deep, like to cover the midfield if the ball is over there. Because if he covers deep that way, who are you going to find when you ping the ball?
Do you know what he's done that's clever actually? Getting Zubimendi.
He's a passer. That's what I mean.
He's a controller.
Yeah, that's what I mean about Arsenal's players. They're very good technicians. Yeah. That's one thing I will not take away. Like, you know what? They're good students too, because they follow his instructions. A bit too much for my liking. You need Marviks in there. But coming back to Madueke, I know people are sweating Madueke and the signing, not understanding it.
Yeah.
But if you think about it, if they start in Saka on the right wing, Saka's going to cut in majority of the time. Not that he doesn't have a right foot. It's actually improved over years. Now, you put Gyökeres in the middle. You put Madueke on the left side. Madueke doesn't have to complicate things. All he's thinking about is, can you find Gyökeres? Because majority of the Premier League centre-backs, it's going to be a good fight between them.
Right.
So now, in my opinion, it's can Arsenal win ugly? Because at times it's what they're going to do.
Yeah.
But one thing that I seen, I can't remember what game it was, Arsenal was still doing their long throws. It's like, wait a minute, are you all doing this in training too? I thought this was, because you can outplay majority of the teams in the league, just throw the ball to your centre back and move them around. Yeah. But guess what? They were just launching the ball.
So you think they're trying to go direct?
Yes.
Yeah. Do you know what? Now you said that, in terms of even the set pieces.
Oh, they're going
to eat this season. They're going to eat set pieces.
Like, that's what
I'm worried on Sunday for United, based on what I've seen. Yeah.
And that's what I mean about Arsenal being very... And also, you got to remember that you can argue that most teams maybe figured Arteta out. Because he's been here, for 7 years in terms of the patterns of play. Sometimes you know a manager, like, you know what, once the ball gets to midfield, they typically do these 2 touches and then Odegaard drops in and then Saka plays a 1-2 and then Odegaard plays a through ball and then he's running onto it, then he fakes the defender, he cuts in and then he pings it, or he finds Odegaard again for the quick 1-2 to the byline to then cross it back in. That's
people probably figured that out,
Dude, I figured it out.
Right.
So it's no surprise that other managers can figure that out. However, if then Arteta switches the way he plays, as in like scrap everything they've learned in the past and say this is how we play now, they're gonna be very, very hard, because individuals very, very good. Like, let's say maybe
they've not played with an out-and-out striker in a long time.
There you go.
As well. It's always been Havertz. We all know Havertz is not an out-and-out striker.
Yeah.
He's more of a cam.
Yeah.
And last season, they played with Marino as well.
Yeah.
And we all know he's not an out-and-out striker.
Yeah.
And you've seen what he did.
Majority of his goals were headers. There you go.
So, good shot, but I still don't think they'll win it.
No, here's the thing. I'm saying all this, but that's me assuming Liverpool and City don't have great seasons to their standards. Because for us, I feel like our issue, or what's going to be very testing, is going to be the injuries, because we're very thin throughout. A-class starters,
but
beyond that, it's like, ooh. But the midfield, we've got nice combinations. But at the same time, those combinations involve Gravenberch and McAllister. And other combination, we have what happened at Palace. But the last point on that one is... Yeah, let's stick to the Premier League. We'll do Champions League and the other trophies whenever
Who's
we do
your runner-up?
No. Who's your...
Who's mine?
Oh, yeah, who's your winner?
Who's my winner? The team that I've got on my body today. Chelsea. The boys from the West.
Yeah, dude, it took a week for you to become a Chelsea fan.
You know what it is? It did not take a week. Listen, I'm not scared to say it on camera. I've got a soft spot for Chelsea. Them Didier Drogba days, the Mourinho days back in the day. I've got a soft spot for Chelsea. I'm not afraid to say it. And I know there's a lot of you secret Chelsea fans as well. So just live your best life, man. It's okay to have two teams that you support.
No, it's not just because they won the Club World Cup.
It's not that. People who know me from back in the day, they'll know that I've had a soft spot for this team, man. But going back to why I think Chelsea will win the league, it's just based on... It's looking at me like a disappointed dad right now.
But anyways, shoot, young blood.
The reason why I think Chelsea would win the league this season, it comes down to two facts. If they can box it off, then I think we've got a very good chance of winning. So we've got the goalkeeper.
Who
Sanchez is the goalkeeper currently. But for me, if they can upgrade from Sanchez, and there's been a lot of talk of Donnarumma leaving.
He might go United, but yeah, go on.
I don't see it happening with United, but could be wrong this time next week.
That's your team.
Yeah, I don't see it. If we were going to do it, we would have done it by now. But in terms of Donnarumma, if Chelsea can get Donnarumma, Maresca's Italian, he's Italian, that could work. It could work. So he's an instant upgrade in terms of...
that dude, he's
very good.
Tough for no reason.
A lot of people are like, he's not that very good in his feet. To be honest, he's improved compared to what he used to be like.
I'll give you that. He has improved.
He's playing for PSG in a team where there's a lot of passes, a lot of possession.
There's no other way, man.
So I feel like he's improving that aspect. And a lot of people are saying physically he's not going to be doing it in the Premier League because he gets knocked off the ball when it comes to crosses. Dude, the dude's like 6'4", 6'5".
No, he's taller than that. I think probably 6'6". Yeah, I'm sure he's taller than 6'5".
Okay, but the dude's he's a big guy, so end of the day...
Unless I'm just going to double check.
Yeah, double check. I think he's 6'4", 6'5". But the dude, he's a big guy, so once he gets used to it, you'll start bullying people and coming from them crosses. So that's a position upgraded. And unfortunately, Levi Colville as well, he's been injured. He's done his ACL. So for me, that position was a problem position for Chelsea. I know they've got Badishield, they've got Tosin as well, and they've got Fofana, who's unreliable, and obviously Colville injuring his ACL. It's a case of like, it might be a blessing in disguise, as bad as it sounds, but it might be a blessing in disguise for them because they need another centre-back. They've needed another centre-back who's a little bit more experienced compared to the other guys. So if we can get that Matt Gahey, and I've heard that we bid for Konate as well. I don't know. I don't want to break anyone's heart, Liverpool heart. Probably what happened, but it's probably bullshit as well. But I've heard we bid for Konate. But
unless you're gonna give us, just let him go for 60.
60.
Yeah,
we can get him for 55.
Well, here's the thing: if we keep him and then win a trophy, we can recoup that light work.
And then again, Liverpool are trying to sign Gahey as well, and he's a
Don't
star.
worry about that.
I'm just saying, like, if he went to Chelsea, I wouldn't be shocked.
I would be. They might as well go for Gahey, in my opinion. But anyways.
The thing is, with Chelsea, it's a weird one with Gahey. If they were going to go for him, they would have done it by now. Academy products, he knows the team inside out, but I feel like this Colville injury is going to force their hand a little bit, and he's already said that he needs a centre back. So yeah, that's so goalkeeper and defence. In midfield, I don't think Chelsea have probably got pound for pound the best midfield individually on paper.
Yeah.
Compared to the rest of the Premier League's top 6, top 5 anyway.
Yeah.
So you've got a blend of Casada, energy, aggressiveness. Then you've got Lavia as well. Lavia controller. You can defend a little bit as well. You've got Enzo.
Yeah, it's a nice combination.
Well, I'm missing one more person. I think you've got Andre Santos. Not seen much of him, I'll be honest, but I've heard he's pretty decent. Isuego as well.
And also you can put, what do you call them, Palmer in the attacking midfield.
You got Isuego as well, so he's aggressive as well. So you know what?
No, you do have talent, so.
Chelsea midfield is not an issue.
Yeah.
but it just becomes complicated when you move further up the field.
Yeah.
And we've signed the boy Gittens, and bro, obviously I seen him play for Dortmund 1 or 2 games last season. I was like, yo, he looks decent. But I wanted to see a full 90, so I watched him against AC Milan on Sunday. And I've seen clips of him on Twitter as well. People will be like, oh, it's only Twitter. But I've seen him for 90 minutes against AC Milan. And honestly, I don't see why they're trying to sign Garnacho. Because I don't think Garnacho will even start for Chelsea if he went to Chelsea right now.
Do you think they will want to sign him because of how direct he is?
But Gittens is direct, bro. Yeah. Honestly, I seen he literally got the ball, faced the man up, and he was like, yo, I am going to go past you. And sometimes he's one of those dudes, he's like explosive, there's nothing you can do about it. Yeah. He's very direct, and obviously you've got him on the left, and then you've got Neto on the right, and Neto's coming off the good Club World Cup as well.
Yeah, Neto, I feel like he hasn't reached the potential I've seen when he was at Wolves.
I think like this season is going to explode, just based off the back of how he played at the Club World Cup, and he's had a season under his belt as well. So I don't think Garnacho's going to come in and start for Chelsea. So that's his problem. But Palmer as well. Palmer, I feel like he's got a point to prove. I feel like World Cup year, Chelsea are back in the Champions League, and he didn't have the best of seasons last season. He had a good season, but we know what he could do based on the previous season before. So I feel like he's got a point to prove this season, especially with it being the World Cup year.
To be fair, Chelsea did make very good signings, especially in the forward line, because I really like Pedro.
Yeah, and João Pedro, I think I forgot to mention him, but quick shout out to João Pedro. You know, when he said Saka's like, he's a little bit for the people. And João Pedro looks like he's got the dog in him as well.
No, but see, here's the thing. Like, he's got the dog in him, but at the same time, he's... when he was at Brighton, anyway, I feel like he's one of those players that have everything. Yeah. Like, you know, the type of Bobby Firmino's nice touch. They always seem to do the right thing. And you can arguably build a system around. Right. Because you know that they're going to work their asses off as well as be flary, if that makes sense. So, like, I feel like he's one of those, man. And I wanted him as a Firmino replacement. Like, I would have
been bad. He won't have been bad, to be honest. But he showed me from the games I've seen that he can play that number 9 role, and even if he doesn't play,
he's flexible as well.
He's flexible. He can play on the left. He can play as a cam.
He's just a very good player. One of those is all rounder.
When people ask me, you can even put when people ask me, where do you play for football? I say I play anywhere because I'm just a very good player.
That's a flex.
But yeah. Even if he doesn't start, you've got Delap as well.
Yeah.
So
see, Delap is just he's just what do you call him?
Old-fashioned.
Old-fashioned. Which you have Costa.
Diego Costa. Yeah.
He's that
he's an English Diego Costa.
Punching people for no reason. Like, chill. Yeah. You're gonna hurt people.
Imagine that in the 70th minute, you've had a game with João Pedro. Yeah. And then they throw on.
Well, that's what happened. Well. Like that's what happened against PSG, and they didn't know how to deal with it.
Defenders are long day.
Like for me, I guess we're gonna go into depth at some point. I feel like Chelsea have it to win it, but the only issue for me that Chelsea have improved it is the fact that remember last season they were playing 2 squads until at least later on in the season, and I feel like that's also why they won the Club World Cup, because I feel like some of their players still had legs in them.
Oh, right, okay.
Like, you know what I mean, in comparison to the other teams. Right. Like, you know what I mean. So for me, it's like, you know what, this is going to be the real test for Chelsea, because you can't dilly-dally too much, you can't make too many tweaks, or you can't use a B team in the Champions League, because you just might get slapped. Right. And you can't afford to do that, because Palmer wasn't registered in Europe until January, if you remember correctly. Yes. Like there's a few players that did that. So for me, I feel like Chelsea, it's a good thing we're going to revisit the subject. Yeah. Chelsea have the opportunity to, but I feel like Chelsea might just be better in cup competitions.
No, I doubt it, because if we're looking at last year, if you look at Chelsea were top during the festive December time.
Yeah, they were with us.
Chelsea lost it during the festive period. Literally, they lost top spot during that festive period.
This is when they're playing game after game, whereby the Premier League squad was getting tested.
Yeah, but now they've got quality, they've added quality, they've got strength in depth. That's a lot of teams don't have that. You said that Liverpool's bench is a bit light. Yeah. But if you look at Chelsea's bench, they've got strength in depth. I think Arsenal, they're a bit light as well.
Not as light as people may think. Yeah, you know?
But I think compared to Chelsea, they have names like that.
You guys are stacked. Like with you guys, I feel like it's a matter of things imploding or not imploding, if it makes sense.
Yeah.
I feel like it's about keeping the players happy, whereby for me I feel like it might raise question marks in terms of now playing style if you're always trying to replicate it, because I feel like there's certain players that are not going to get substituted, like maybe they will later on in the game.
Okay.
But at the same time, I quite like what he did with, I was going to say, Reece James. If Reece James is fit, he's going to start majority of the games, especially at right back, unless he decides to try him again in midfield.
Yeah.
So now Gusto, it's gonna that's the cheat code, because Gusto's very good. So that's what I mean. But the depth of the bench is insane.
It's insane.
But at the same time, they might implode if certain players are not getting minutes. Especially last year, it was a lot easier to keep almost everyone in the same.
But I think Maresca's basically telling that it's either you put up or you shut up type of style. And I feel like as well, you said that Arsenal, you don't think Arsenal can win ugly. I think Chelsea have, that's why I'm putting Chelsea over
they can,
because I feel like Chelsea have got that ugliness to them as well. Especially when you've got players like Delap, you've got players like João Pedro, they can win nasty if they wanted to. That's the difference that you're going to see with Chelsea this season. Yeah, they can grind out results if they need. It's just the attack is too overwhelming. Yeah, it's going to be too overwhelming.
And there's too many combinations and different styles.
If you had Garnacho in there as well, and you had Xavi Simons in there as well, eventually low block, high block, or mid block, or
regardless, it's like we're going to try this. If it don't work, we're going to come through this way.
They're going to break you down at some point. They can go direct. They can play around you, but. Yeah, Chelsea, that's my pick. And honestly, if anyone's got a different opinion in terms of who they think is going to win it, please leave a comment in the comment section. We'll be
please do agree with us.
And to hear from you.
And by the way, I can't be a hypocrite, because if you might find that if we sign Isak and sign whoever, I'm changing my mind tomorrow. But no, I just think Chelsea are probably going to excel in the sort of one-off games, because I feel like in the one-off games, a lot of teams open up, whereas in the Premier League, teams sometimes just go there and be like, I'm not getting slapped. You can concede one, but not more than that. And they will just fight for that. And then they will think, if we get a corner, if we get up the pitch, we're going to try something. And that's where, for me, Chelsea, I'm not 100% sure. Because if they do that and they get a corner, especially with the keeper that you currently have, I'm not going to talk about Donnarumma because he's not there. Yeah. So, it's a long day. You're just going to concede. And then if that happens a lot over time, the players are going to lose confidence on your keeper.
Because if you ain't got a confident keeper, it spreads negativity and just nervousness all around from the background.
Exactly. So, and that's for me, that's where I have question marks for Chelsea. But I know that in a one-off game,
they'll be...
they just might slap you.
But just in terms of runner-up, really quickly, just 1 point in terms of who you think your runner-up is going to be.
My runner-up was actually, I know I'm going to sound like a hypocrite here, but I'm going to change it. I know it's going to change at the end of the window. But my runner-up, my runner-up, it's okay. I told you, everything changed this morning. I woke up feeling some type of way. So I think the runner-up is actually going to be Chelsea, because of the very same reasons you listed.
So wait, let me get
because they've got a deeper squad.
So Chelsea over Liverpool. So question is then, where Liverpool going to finish?
Liverpool going to finish, well, I guess we can say now, they're going to finish third.
Wow. That's based on all the signings you made, Wirtz, Ekitike, Frimpong.
Our squad is lacking. And I know he's already... I guess we can touch on it now. It's a different segment from the start. Okay.
Fair enough.
So...
my runner-up, I think, is going to be Arsenal.
Oh, wow. I mean, Arsenal. I feel like if I say tell me why, I feel like if you ask you to tell me why, you're probably just going to start spreading hate.
I think Arsenal, that's just based on, I feel like they're going to draw or drop points in many games that you don't expect them to drop points in.
Yeah.
So it might be a Leeds United away. They might just struggle. It might be a Sunderland away. They might just struggle.
Yeah.
because them teams, based on the type of players that they've got, they'll just sit in and hit you on the counter attack. And I feel like Arsenal might try and throw everything and then just get hit.
I feel like unlike last season, they now excuse me, they now have a secret to break those teams down.
Right.
Because of Gyökeres. Remember what I said. My reasons why. Also, I guess. That's my argument to that, because apparently I can't remember what I was watching, whereby they actually stated that most of his goals actually came against the bottom 10, the lower league. So it's like, you know what?
This is Sporting Portugal lower league. This is like teams like Bournemouth, Brighton, your West Ham lower league.
Yeah, because those are it's a different ballgame. No
offense to the Portuguese league, obviously, but it's just a different ballgame. So,
but no.
Yeah, just based off that, I feel like Arsenal, again, they're going to get to the altar, hand the flowers or whatever you do at a wedding, and go back to their seat.
And by the way, I feel like our third is third with a cup double.
So you think Liverpool will cup double?
Yeah.
Okay.
No, we're leaving with something.
I think you'll leave with something, but I don't think you'll win the FA Cup, because around that time it's Champions League, crunch time around that time. So I don't think if you've not got anything to fight for.
And if you remember correctly, that's when we tripped up, because our team was down to their bare bones. And remember, the players like Chiesa didn't get any minutes, and that was like majority. Well, our front line wasn't the healthiest. Yeah. Because then we were playing. Nunez wasn't getting any game time. Yeah. But that's actually around the same time we pretty much, because we lost the FA Cup. And then not FA Cup. We lost the Carabao Cup final. Yeah. And then we lost in Europe. Yeah. And then that was us out. And that was that block. That text, like, that was just too much for our players. And for me, I feel like, yes, we've strengthened, but we haven't strengthened the numbers, which is what we're short when we fell out last time round.
Yeah. It's one of them things. It's a weird one. I just can't believe. I'm still trying to wrap my head around the fact that you said
it was all good about a week ago.
Third. So I'm guessing you're putting City fourth.
Yeah, I'm gonna put City fourth.
Right, I'll go City fourth. So mine is Chelsea first, Arsenal second, Liverpool third, City fourth, and I'll say fifth place Tottenham, and United sixth.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't really want to touch on Tottenham, and I'll touch on United. I
feel like we agree on the fifth and sixth.
So based on the questions, so I've got the questions here. So we've done first top scorer, quickly.
Top scorer, I guess we're gonna go with Haaland.
Mamouche.
You think it's gonna outscore? Interesting. And
he's on my FPL.
Playmaker. We're gonna come into that, but yeah,
he's on my FPL, so he has to. But playmaker, top assist, Cole Palmer. I changed my mind about top scorer.
Interesting.
Because if we're gonna do it, it just came to my mind now. I think João Pedro is gonna be top scorer, top assist player, top assist Palmer.
Do you know what? I don't think it will be Pedro.
Well,
it's because although he can score, but I feel like his role is going to be much bigger than just scoring goals. I feel like he's going to, like, for me, I wouldn't be surprised if he scored like 15 goals with 11 assists. For the stylistic player that he is.
I don't think he needs to drop in anymore, because he's got players who can do that now.
No. I feel like
he won't be able to help himself.
I feel like João Pedro is a player that you lean onto that. Yeah. You don't deprive him of that. Because it's part of how he opens the space up for himself. Because if you take that away from him and say to him, goal hang, I don't think that's in his mode. And he's one of the players that like to feel the ball. Yeah. That's my opinion anyway. It's like, let me get it. Like, when you've been playing, you're like, yo, I haven't touched the ball in a minute.
I hear it, man. That's what I'm saying. For Limitless, these don't give me the ball enough. But yeah, João Pedro, I don't know. I just feel like I think Maresca's going to say, I need you to be that guy, like that number 9. You don't need to do anything. All you need to do, as soon as you get the ball, just put it back in the net.
I feel like he already has that empty lap to say, here's the thing, get away from the team. Go in there and score. You don't worry about the build-up, don't worry about anything.
Shit.
What do you mean?
Top scorer. No, I'm sick with João Pedro.
I feel like it's a bold.
It might even be a case of where does Isak end up? Because
we're going to get to that. But I feel like, we're going to come to that.
I might change my mind again, but for right now, Palmer, assist, João Pedro, top scorer. What are you saying?
I feel like playmaker. Playmaker's a sticky one, but I'm going to give you 2 Wirtz for the playmaker. Yeah, I'll give the playmaker 2 Wirtz.
Okay, not Mo Salah. You just missed it last season with 28.
No, he did. He got it. Yeah. He got it. No, he didn't break the record.
Oh, right.
But he broke the record for goals and assists.
Goals and assists.
But in terms of assists, he got 19. So
you don't think he's gonna get the same numbers this season? We'll come back to Salah because it's an interesting one. Next episode, maybe we might chat about Salah, but we'll come back to that because for me... No,
because you want to learn this. Remember, we're talking about the top here. Salah could just be the second one behind. I'm not saying he won't be up there, but I feel like he just might be a little bit more goal hungry this season.
I don't think he will, I feel like he's reached his peak now. He's just thinking, what's the contract length that they're giving him?
2 years.
2 years.
So we've got 2 years with them.
So I think he might just want another Champions League, but apart from that, I don't see him having the same...
That's one of the cups that I can see in the horizon.
I don't really see him having the same, how can I put it, intensity for the Premier League or the same appetite for the Premier League this season. Okay,
the reason why I'm saying he won't get top assist is because now he's going to be getting assists from around him. Because remember, last year, majority of his assists were coming from midfielders and defenders, not necessarily the forwards, if that makes sense.
Yeah, it makes sense, yeah. Do you know, this is a question I've wanted to ask a lot of Liverpool fans out there. So, you normally play with 3 centre midfielders. Okay, so you've got Gravenberg,
Szoboszlai.
Yeah, Dominik. Okay.
Yeah, Dom.
You've got Dom. And then you've got McAllister. You can't play all of them at the same time with Wirtz.
No, we won't have to.
So someone has to...
Okay, so based on pre-season, McAllister returned a bit later than everyone else from pre-season. I feel like it'll be fitness management first before choosing who's actually...
Once everyone's reached a peak, what's your starting 11?
I feel like it's going to be varied.
You're the manager.
Horses, some say.
You're the manager. December time, everyone's fit.
Tell me what we're playing against.
Doesn't matter. Just your starting 11.
Oh man, nah. I feel like
it doesn't matter what team you're playing, but as a manager, based on everyone that you've got at your disposal fit, who's starting in your starting 11?
To be continued.
Yeah. We'll come back to it. You'll
find that out on the next episode.
Come back to it. But now, I hear it though. In terms of Salah, I feel like he's going to try and win the Champions League again. And then I wouldn't be shocked if he called it a day next summer and went. I don't think he'll see out 2 years.
Yeah, it depends. It depends on how he performs. But I feel like he'll perform at a good
I don't know. Standard. I just feel like he's got a chip on his shoulder at the moment. I might be wrong.
And that's what I mean, the chip. I feel like for me, I think he's going to want to remind people that,
football, brother. I'll be honest with you. I think he's outside football. But yeah, it's one of them things at the moment. So who do you think is going to be the biggest overachiever?
Overachiever? Ooh. I'm curious. Weirdly, Sunderland are just like buying. I'm like, is that you? Yeah, is that how you're moving?
Sunderland.
Yeah, because when you told me, like, if someone told me last year that they're getting promoted, I would have been like, oh yeah, they're going back down.
Only issue I've got with that is Nottingham Forest did something similar a couple of years ago. When they first came up from the Championship, they bought a lot of players. And they let a lot of players go, but then they just had bought a lot of players.
Yeah.
And I remember that season. I think they just survived. There was in a relegation battle.
Yeah, no, like I remember the season, but the season after.
The season, I think it took them 2 seasons.
Yeah.
To obviously establish everything, and then.
Yeah. See, my borderline.
So it's just gelling all these players.
Yeah,
together.
gelling all of them. But I feel like the players that, I don't know the full list of them.
Yeah.
But majority of the players that Sunderland actually picked up are players that have won silverware. If I may just simplify it like that. Unlike when Forest bought players.
Yeah.
Forest bought proven players, if that makes sense. I feel like there's different level to winners and proven. Because proven means you're steady Eddie, but then if you have that winning mentality, there's also that element that we don't accept losing.
Okay.
Which can also stylistically motivate them. Because I feel like, actually, a prime example is, I feel like at Forest, when someone walked through the door, they were like, "Oh, cool, sick, okay, I've seen you around, he's good." And then at Sunderland, like, oh snap, okay. Did we?
Yeah.
No, ain't no way we getting him. I feel like players were sitting in there, like, changing, like, "Oh, it looks like we're getting blah, blah, blah."
But issue with that then, for me, obviously, the manager, he's done well to obviously get him promoted. By the way, Sunderland fans, if you've got anything to say in regards to this topic, please get in touch, comment. But in terms of the manager, French manager, I think, and he's never managed in the Premier League before. Okay, fair enough. But a lot of their players, based on what I've seen, a lot of them are being young players. And the issue sometimes with young players... Yeah, but
they brought in Saka and...
he's the most experienced one.
Yeah, I swear. Wait, hold on.
I might be wrong, but he's the most experienced one. So in terms of what I'm going to say, in terms of Sunderland, for me, bringing in all these young players can sometimes go the other way. In the way of, like, the lack of experience could cost them. Say if there is a relegation fight down the road. I'm not saying there will, by the way, but say if there is, when you need to dig in, are they gonna have the mentality? Are they gonna have the fight in order to win the race to obviously avoid relegation?
I mean, like, that's a tough one to call because they did have the cojones to get promoted.
Yeah, fair enough.
It means they do have something.
But if you look at the team that they got promoted with compared to the team that they've got now, it's completely different.
Yeah, no, like I'm gonna acknowledge that, but like it's that sort of, and yeah, I know it's a wild card, like in terms of me, and I don't have much defense because I don't know their team inside out. But I've just been surprised by how they're moving.
Yeah.
But like you did compare them to Forest, but it is slightly different in my opinion. And yeah, I feel like sometimes you need the young players. For example, PSG having the young players actually meant they're not thinking about any pressure.
They just go out and play.
They just want to go play. And that's one thing that I'll say about like the young boys, like these days.
Yeah,
and like,
they've got no fear, man. They just put them there and they'll do their thing.
They just do their thing. Like all of them, like all the teenage players. It's
teenage
like
kicks they're calling them these days.
Yeah, it's like ain't no way. Like
it's
back
good
in
to
my
watch,
day,
bro. It's good to watch, honestly. Like
it's still
just on Sunday. I hope Sunderland do well, man. Because if you
who's your overachiever?
Go on. Yeah, if you're looking at like Barclays Premier League heritage, Sunderland were there.
We're there, and that's another one.
Sunderland. Don't Asamoah Gyan, Defoe.
Yeah,
I've seen the Zenden dancer back in the day.
No,
but I hope they do well. Yeah. But in terms of my overachievers, for me this season, Manchester United. Overachievers. The reason why I say that is because if we're looking at the league based on what happened last season, finishing 15th,
we
shouldn't. But a lot of teams are basically, the jury's still out on Amorim. And the reason why I say United are going to overachieve is because just based on that one game a week is going to be, no team's going to want to rock up to Old Trafford. Like, say your Champions League teams.
Yeah, because you got time to do your homework.
Yeah, so we got time on the training ground, and you lot, say for example, Liverpool are playing PSG in the semi-final of the Champions League or something, and then they're in a title decider, and United, they're playing Man United, the last three games of the season, and they turn up at Old Trafford. United ain't going to want Liverpool to win. They're going to stick it on you. And Arne going to go, I need to rest players for the Champions League. it depends what your priorities are. But I feel like United with one game.
See, we can't afford to rest players, hence why we're finishing third. But no, here's the thing. I disagree with you saying United will be the overachievers. To me, that's achieving what you meant to be here in the first place.
But we've seen how it's gone last season, and there's still a lot of people out there questioning Amorim, saying, is he the right person?
Last season, we can say you underachieved because we expected more. But from this season, you spent the piece. And actually, since the last conversation we had, you got Šeško. And then you're looking at a believer. If you get those signings, to me, you should be in Europe. It's not a question.
If you look at the majority of the people who said where United are going to finish, people have been throwing out 8th, 9th, 7th. If United finish top 6, that's an overachievement. Based on what happened last season, based on the system, based on the new players, yeah, I think it's an overachievement.
Would you say when Arteta got 8th, he overachieved?
So Arteta got 8th. He came in midway.
Yeah.
And then the following season, what did he do?
He finished 8th.
5th?
No, 8th.
8th.
He finished 8th twice.
Did he underachieve? He underachieved. With that team, if I can remember correctly.
That's a team that won the FA Cup.
Yeah, he underachieved.
Similar to United the year before.
But United didn't win the FA Cup.
No, the year before that.
That's the year before. If you look at the team now, it's a completely different team, different formation, different manager.
Well,
so based on 15th...
By the second year, Arteta was borderline different
going from 15th to 6th, that's an overachievement. Because minimum, if you're going from 15th to 10th, for example, that's all right.
Should be an anomaly for that's what with the
people are actually not deep in how bad we were last season. That United fans,
it's like for me, it's like if Chelsea win the Premier League. To me, they're not overachieving.
Yeah, because Chelsea have spent the money. They've been in and around. If Chelsea finished 15th and they won the Premier League, that's an overachievement.
Not after
but if Chelsea finishing
much.
3rd or 4th and they win the Premier League, that's just normal.
Yeah, and that's why I'm saying with United, they've spent the piece, even though they pretended not to have it. And the manager got what he wanted. To me, he should be finishing in the top 6.
That's overachieving for me. From 15th to, let's say, 6th, based
on everything.
Was
an underachievement.
Based on everything that's happened, based on the system.
It's already getting real.
But we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. Because for me, even the only way I can see us really, really challenging for any silverware is, I think we've got a chance to win a cup, but we're gonna talk about that another time. If we're gonna hit like winning the Premier League, something needs to give, and it's either the formation that needs to give. Because I watched them on Saturday against Everton. Not Everton. What was that? Everton. Fiorentina. At home.
De Gea's
homecoming. So I watched them against Fiorentina, and it's the same thing I said in the last episode. If your wing backs are not on it, then it's going to be a problem.
It's going to
be a huge problem, because I'll keep going back to Bruno playing in centre midfield. I actually think, controversial opinion, drop Bruno, start Kobbie Mainoo, and if we're going to get Belaby here, give Belaby that license to sit in there with Kobbie Mainoo and watch how United play. Because it's not making sense to me. Bruno is not a controller type of player. Everyone's going to say, well, he's our top scorer, he's our captain, da-da-da. Listen, if we're looking long term, he's not going to be that guy, especially in this formation. You need someone who can pass, control the ball, and just keep it simple. A lot of the times we've already got Mavericks in there, like Cunha. We've got Mbuemo.
There's too many Mavericks now.
We don't need Bruno in there trying to do one pass wonder, this, that. It's not.
It's okay sometimes to
control.
2-touch.
Yeah, just leave it. Someone who can go past the player. Bruno can't go past. Mainly, he can dribble a little bit, turn, feint. So put Belaby Mainoo in there, and then if he's got the balls, if he's got the cojones, drop Bruno, bro.
But he's the club
He's not going to do it, and that could be the difference between finishing 6th and finishing 4th for United. That's it.
Still not overachieving to me. Oh, who's your underachiever?
Underachiever, Arsenal.
I feel like underachievers will be us in terms of the Premier League, but we're gonna be beaten.
Well, that's just too obvious, though. That's obvious. It's obvious in the sense of like, because Liverpool, I can see the problems, but when you're looking at Arsenal, you've got solid everything. If we're going through the midfield, everything's solid.
Yeah.
And now you've got a striker. There's no excuses for you not to win the Premier League. So if you're going to finish second or third,
well, for me, they're the winners. So they
so based on me, for me, it's underachieving if you're not winning the Premier League. So,
okay.
Yeah.
See, we're not biased, but like someone just like switches up team in a week.
Yo, I've given my point. I'm a football fan.
So is this gonna be for the season, or it depends on the weekend when United win?
It'll be interesting when Chelsea and United play against each other. Do you know what I might do? I might get this bit and the United bit sewn together, half and half. So
I'm sorry, people, if you get to witness that. And I hope it doesn't happen, but it is what it is. Some say
it is what it is. It is what it is.
But yeah, thanks for joining. Did we touch on everything?
We touched on everything that we needed to for this week, and obviously first Premier League game of the season this weekend. So we'll come back and review him next week.
Okay. Oh, actually, you know what? Let's do a fantasy league.
Fantasy league.
Yeah, let's start one, and then we'll post up the link in one of the socials or even YouTube somewhere, whereby you can access it, and probably do a little sum for the winner at the end of the season.
Question of the week, actually.
Oh, right. Okay, go on.
3 players. If you was to rank these 3 players, you've got Eze, Madueke, and João Pedro. Actually, let's start again. You've got Eze, you've got Madueke, and you've got Elanga.
I feel like that's too many variables in terms of the profiles.
In terms of profile, you can say Madueke and Elanga is same. Eze can play that position.
Yeah, but he's an 8 or an attacking midfielder.
Right. Okay. Scrap that then. Okay.
No, you know what? I'll throw you one.
Go on, you
know what? Since you're a Chelsea fan, I'll put Palmer as a Odegaard. Who are you taking?
Palmer first. Eze second. Odegaard third. I just like my guy Eze, bro. Palmer, I can't even argue. Odegaard is the biggest player who just looks busy all the time. He's good at looking busy. And do you know who else I put? He's not even in the Premier League, but Jude Bellingham. He's very good at looking busy, and he's not all that. But that's a discussion for another time. So, yeah. You're
probably gonna annoy a few people with that.
It is what it is. Like, there's a lot of people who don't understand football, and they're scared to say it. But end of the day, I'll throw it out there.
Yeah, he's not a technician.
He's a good player, but I'm not saying there's no doubt about that. Okay, but it's just the way people hype him. Yeah, he's not that guy, bro. He's not that guy. So if you're upset, I'm sorry.
Fair. But the kick-up got hard, and I quite like him. That's all I'm going to say on that one until we actually properly sit down and discuss it. But thanks for tuning in, and we switched it up a little bit today. Hopefully it looks good. Hopefully, it is what it is. Yeah. But thanks for tuning in.
Thank you very much.
And I'll see you next time. Peace, love, and wisdom. We out.
Cheers. Come on.